Hello, my name is Jonathan Watts-Ley, Director at Wealth at Work. Well, employees have a number of options to think about come April. They have drawdown, and that really comes in two flavours, either simple cash withdrawal or more traditional drawdown, where they might be drawing money throughout their retirement. And they will still have the option of annuity or perhaps hybrid product that may be developed post-April. So a lot more flexibility, a lot more choice in terms of the options they have. Employers really need to consider whether they're going to allow the new flexibilities within their own schemes or not. So are they going to allow things like cash withdrawal? If somebody phones the pensions department on the 6th of April and says, I would like £10,000 please, whether or not they're retiring, all they need to be is 55, then are they going to do that within the scheme, or are they going to have to point them somewhere else, and therefore the pension might need to be transferred? So there's a lot of considerations for the employer in the scheme in terms of how much of the flexibility, if any, will they allow. Employers are looking at their scheme rules. Certain scheme rules will allow them to do certain things, so they might allow for some, albeit limited, cash withdrawals, but they really need to understand what they're happy with, particularly for trust-based schemes, because the trustees need to also decide whether they're happy with carrying effectively the risk of managing that scheme when somebody could be still within the scheme throughout retirement. The key thing for employers really is to ensure that they are providing a good financial education programme to employees, because that will allow employees to understand what all these new options are, what the advantages and disadvantages are of those options, and therefore what may be right for them, and that needs to be supported as well with regulated advice or one-to-one guidance. When it comes to employees implementing, it really is around what are they allowed to do within the scheme, and that could be quite restrictive. So that may mean that they need to go to a third party to implement their chosen plan or option. So it's important that the employers ensure employees understand and direct them appropriately.